The beginning of a new year is always an interesting time, as people set goals and aspirations for themselves in an effort to live out their hashtag New Year New Me motto, before inevitably failing and reverting back to the same self-loathing piece of crap that they were at the end of last year, and doing all of this within a month time period. Change is hard, and oftentimes progress is not linear. Everyone messes up, but it's what you do with that failure that defines you. Does it derail your progress and make you give up? Or is it a simple banana in the road on lap 1 of Mario Kart? You know, the one you hit after the first set of boxes that has everyone laughing at you and calling you trash, and you're just sitting there like, just you wait. Before getting a rocket and golden mushroom on the last lap to pull off the awesome victory and show everyone that you are indeed that bitch. And with January officially in the books, let's look back at the music this month to see who was that bitch and who was just a bitch. Let's go. Miley Cyrus twerked her way onto the pop charts with a response track to Bruno Mars' 2012 song, When I Was Your Man, a sentence that just made me throw up a little bit as I realized that was over a decade ago. Man, getting old really does suck. If you're wondering why she did this, well, Thor's brother dedicated the song to Miley on their freaking wedding day, where they danced to it in front of friends and loved ones at the reception, because nothing says true love like dedicating a breakup song right before you put a ring on it.
Romantic.
The song was an instant success and not easy on Adele, as it broke her Spotify record for the most streams in a week with over 96 million plays. Meanwhile, Shakira learned that while her hips don't lie, soccer players do, as she released a scathing diss track aimed at her ex-partner Gerard Piqué, who allegedly had an affair during the relationship. Yes, I totally understand Spanish. Also, I say allegedly because, well, I have no idea. I wasn't the one that was there. The last time I heard anything about Shakira was back in 2020 when people were calling her the GOAT, or a GOAT. However, what I do know is that doing your best Leonardo DiCaprio impression right after a split like this is not a good look. That's like being accused of stealing millions of dollars only to prove your innocence by going out and getting a Ferrari. Or I guess in this case, a Twingo. Either way, it was a good month for women who had their heart broken. I feel for you ladies. In the hip-hop realm, Denzel Curry continued his 2010s Lil Wayne approach by featuring on 3 songs this month and being the sole reason that anyone cared about any of these tracks. Seriously though, Denzel could spit on a Corey Feldman song and I'd probably still like it. In fact, if tomorrow we went through a catastrophic event that erased the human ability to make and create beats, I'd let this man spit on my face just so he can continue rapping. A$AP Rocky released a new political song called Same Problems, reminding everyone that we really do have fucking problems. And if you're A$AP Rocky, it's not just fucking problems. It was honestly smart for him to release it now so he can give it the shine it deserves at the Super Bowl, since apart from the new Black Panther song, his partner Riri has given the middle finger to fans by refusing to make more music. But apparently one new track in 5 years is enough to announce a headline tour, so go off, Queen. Trippie Redd released Mansion Music, an album that probably would have been better received had it not been more bloated than the guy from Seven. Can't wait until next month when we inevitably get the deluxe version. Yay. Lil Yachty apparently got tired of hip-hop and decided to The Dark Side of the Moon on his Let's Start Here project, an album that blended elements of hip-hop and psych rock surprisingly well. You see that, Cuddy? Do you see that? That is how you make a rock album. And don't think I don't see you over there, Lil Wayne. God, the both of you are such a disgrace. Hey, don't you like Prom Queen? Listen, no one asked you about what my tastes were, so you can shut the hell up. And speaking of rock, the winner of Eurovision 2021, Foreskin, released their new album Rush, a project that was either really good or really bad, depending on who you ask. Personally, I treat this album the same way many people treat Roman Reigns. I acknowledge its presence and I move on.
Acknowledge me.
So we'll move on to Sam Smith, who released Gloria at the end of the month. Truthfully, I haven't heard much of this album, but it feels like Smith is constantly chasing the success of their debut album, and with every new release, it becomes more and more obvious that they will never top it. Kali Uchis and Rosalia dropped singles that are both really good. Seriously, I have no joke for these tracks. They're just solid singles that have me excited for more music from the talented ladies. XG continued their role as having the most underutilized talent on a girls group roster. And if you don't know who XG is, you might recognize this clip of Kokona, the 17-year-old rapper who set TikTok and the hip-hop community on fire a couple months ago when she spit a verse to JID's surround sound.
C to the OCO and they be popping on the made-aways. Who would've that legend would turn up on it like a fadeaway.
I honestly have so much to say about this, but I think I'm going to save it for another video. Quick question though, are they considered J-pop or K-pop? Cause like, oh. You know what, maybe I won't make a video on this at all. Logic released a new song that once again has me excited for a new project from him. And based on my track record, I am ready to be extremely disappointed, as Logic seems to consistently put out his worst albums when I'm actually hyped for them. I swear to God, man, this man's career is more mixed than his ethnicity. Fall Out Boy released the lead single to their upcoming album, a song that was so good, I shit you not, it indirectly led to the retirement of Panic! At the Disco. It came 7 years too late, but we finally got the death of a bachelor. Now if only we can get the other one-man band to retire. Speaking of retiring, Macklemore dropped a new song produced by DJ Premier, reminding us all why he now goes by Macklemore and not Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. Like, I don't know what you've done since the split, Ryan Lewis, but that was the best thing you could have done for your career. I still have so much respect for you. And lastly, the singles artist herself, Ava Max, dropped a new album entitled Diamonds and Dance Floors after having herself a breakout 2020. She swung for the fences on this 14-track album that was filled with radio-ready songs. Unfortunately for her though, her swing was like me getting with a girl in high school. At best, it led to a trip to first base. Look man, there's a lot of diamond production on this album, I just don't see it being played on a lot of dance floors. Still really catchy though, and hey, I've definitely been wrong before. But that's it, January is in the books. What were some of your favorite projects from this month and what are you excited for February? Let me know in the comments and I will see you next time.